Hello everybody, good evening, and sorry for the uh, disturbance caused. We were 25 minutes late in starting the session, but thanks for staying with us here. I am Niran here, DSC lead, and I have a few others with me today, and we'll be starting with the introductory session for DSC REVA University, wherein we'll be going through all the different event aspects and what Google and DSC in general is. You guys know Google in general is it's a very big multi-billion-dollar company, and they are supporting students and developers to study and learn every day. So with that, let's just go ahead with the introduction. Yeah, I am Niran. Like I said, I'm the DSC lead here. I'm also the cybersecurity teaching assistant race. I am a full stack developer and IoT ML developer also. So if at all you have any queries related to that, you can always ping me up on LinkedIn. So I go.
Hey all, first of all, I welcome you all to the intro session of DSC REVA, and I hope you have a wonderful time. As you can see from the slide, I'm Adarsh Nair, currently in 5th SEM CSE. I'm an ML intern at REVA Nest, also a full stack web developer. And you can connect to me on LinkedIn. Adarsh Nair is my ID, and I look forward to contributing and collaborating with all of you.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining this event. I'm Sanjana from 5th semester CNIT, and I'm the cloud platform lead here at DSC REVA. My interests include full web development and GCP. I'm also currently the instructor for the Google's Quick Lab initiative. I look forward to more events with you guys.
Hello everyone, I'm Devanshu Roy. First of all, I would like to welcome you to join the event and sorry for the inconvenience. Anyways, I'm a member of the web dev team. I am currently learning in computer vision and machine learning, and I'm also developing something based on that. Also, I'm a front-end web developer. I've done some backend, but I am not a full stack yet. You can always connect to me on my LinkedIn link right there. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Oh yeah. Before we begin, I would like to tell everybody that this is a very interactive session. Although we do not have the facility to interact directly with you guys and see you on screen here, we always have the Q&A chat box there. So if at all any questions or you have any queries, our team and here are here to help you out and clarify the same. So with that said, tell us your interests. You can comment the same on the chat box. Like, why DSC and why have you in general become an engineer? There are a few questions what we are gonna ask you, and yes or no, feel free to comment them in the chat box, or you can keep it with yourselves. So, why do you want to? Do you in person want to learn, let's say XYZ? For example, I want to learn how to code Python, or how I want to create a machine learning program which detects eyes. So, anything in general. Why do you want to learn it? Or if you want to learn it, are you interested for the same? If you're interested, how do you start for the same? Do you ask yourself, like, how do I do this? And you have the interest to study something, but you don't know how to start it. At times, do you think, like, am I the only one interested in XYZ? Like, am I the only one who loves deep learning within my within my department? I am not from CSE, but I love machine learning. So am I the only one? No, you totally aren't. You have a community of developers who are wide rangingly flexible and have knowledge in a lot of aspects. And do you be like, I want to discuss with respect to Kubernetes engine of my fellow mates, but I do not know whom to approach and for how do I approach the same, or don't you have the correct contacts? Now, I want to work on this project, and you can be like, I want to work on, let's say, signal processing, but I do not know how to actually work on signal processing. Or I want to work, I want to go for a hackathon. I want to participate and build a robotic car there, but you don't know how to do it. It can be a very small project or a very big project. It doesn't matter. Do you have difficulty in the same? Do you find it difficult to form a team for a hackathon? Yes, this is what a lot of people face, especially if they are beginners, if they do not have an idea about how hackathon works, or if they do not have a lot of knowledge on how to actually go through a hackathon. Or do you feel like you're missing out opportunities, especially right now, since everything is online? Do you feel like you're missing out on, having the best time of your life being an engineer and working on core concepts while you're sitting at home here? So If you answer for any of these here, and this is precisely why DSC REVA is here to help you out. We are a community, we are a group of professional student developers who have a lot of knowledge in a lot of different wide areas. Take any major fields, we have somebody who is proficient in the same at DSC REVA. DSC REVA is not just, enclosed within our campus. There are 86 different countries participating. There are around 1,200 colleges around the world who are a part of the developer student community here. So it's never something which limits you to your own potential, or it's something like I'm the only one. You always have someone to help you out, and everything that you need here is you interest. So again, do you have any questions? So if at all you have any questions, we have the slides opened up here. You can either ask on Teams or ask on the slides.go.gl/SYGQ3. I'll just leave that on. So yeah. What is Google and what are its goals? Basically, a Google DSC club is, like I said, it's a very vast club.
Hello everyone, this is Devanshu, and I'm going to talk about this particular point of Google DSC. What exactly is Google Developers Club? Because this might be completely new to you. So just to put it in simple words, it's basically a university-based community. So Google Developers Club is a big thing, and we have many different universities contributing to it individually. So REVA, Google DSC REVA is the REVA University branch of Google DSC. So we're basically university-based community groups, and we look for students who are interested in development, either it be with Google technologies or without Google technologies. You can do what you can, like, if you want to build an application or you want to learn coding, learn Python, whatever you want, you will have a platform, a community to interact with and learn these stuffs. And what are our goals? Our goals are basically to first improve your knowledge, and that is very important. Learning is a key point to improving knowledge and also teaching others. So we want to build a community where each of them helps each other learn something new. So you don't have to be always the person who is learning. You can also be the teacher if you want to, if you have something new. Also, we want to establish a peer-to-peer teaching system. What that means is, instead of having like a teacher to student interaction, it's like a friendly interaction, a community thing. So that's why first thing is formality, leave that. We're here to build a community. We're not here to enforce any rules or anything. So what we're talking about is the friends teaching each other. That's what we aim to get, peer-to-peer learning environment, and also build solutions to any of the problems that are right now going in the society. So one thing is that we work for the society. We don't work only for Google. We're not actually workers for Google. We're more like helping people understand what society problems right now are. And if you have any ideas, you pitch in and we discuss on that to build something. Next slide, please. Also, at DSC REVA, you will learn latest technologies. It doesn't have to be only Google. It can be any technologies, to be honest. You can make projects in teams where you can work alone, solo projects. You can participate in contests, and about this, we have many contests coming up. We have REVA Hack, we have Dart workshop, we have the Flutter workshop. We have many stuff coming up, so be interested in that. So let's be excited. Next, please. We also find like-minded people. Now, this is very important. If you are someone who's looking for a team, you want communication and coordination, and that's important. If people are not like-minded, then they will not have the coordination to work together. So you want people who are in your wavelength, they understand you, they support you, all that good stuff. So we want like-minded people. We also receive guidance. This means that if you are a beginner or if you are an intermediate someone and you want to be guided to what you want to achieve, your goal basically, then you will receive the guidance from the mentors here. We have many mentors, and you will receive good guidance to go into the right path. Also contribute to open source. This is very important. GitHub, by the way. We have something coming up as Hacktoberfest. We will go in that later. But contribution to open source is an important thing if you want to actually be a developer. The more you contribute to this open source, the more you make connections, the more you learn all the new things that's coming up in the open source market, you will have an idea of what to use and what not to use to make your projects successful. That's open source. Also, the most important part, you will get many opportunities. I'm talking about international competitions. We're talking about internships. We're talking about scholarships, workshops. We have many coming up in our one too. So you will get a huge area of opportunities and huge exposure to Google itself, because like Google DSC. So we get exposure to Google also. And yeah, next one, please. Why join DSC? Right. So there's one question that comes in everyone's minds. Why join Developer Student Club? What's the point? The point is you learn to work with a team. As we talked about like-minded people, you need to work in a team. Good team spirit is very important in any development or any thing where you want to achieve success. If you want to do that, you need a good team that will support you and guide you and also be with you. So you need to make a team. You learn to build a community of like-minded. We also have a platform to showcase. Now, you will know about quick labs, but just saying you have some things like badges, achievements, and stuff, which you can just show off to people and showcase your talents and everything. Also, we will solve real-world problems. So that is one important thing. We will solve all your real-world problems that is going on in the society right now. So it's more of a helping the society kind of thing, and also help others grow. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Devanshu. So, why do you want to lead a DSC in our college? Why is DSC REVA right now there in our college? DSC actually has been in our college since the past 3 years, and this introductory session is mainly so that you guys can get an idea and you are aware of the advantages and the facilities that is provided in DSC here. DSC mainly helps you to bridge the gap between the students interdisciplinary wise, and also helps them to have a clear difference between theory and practice. All the things that you learn in college in your classes are just theory. You need to go out, you need to practice, you need to create projects, develop on yourself in order to actually learn something. Just sitting in your classroom and working on your assignments and your basic class stuff, it's not feasible at all. So this is why DSC REVA is here in our college. So how does DSC actually work? In DSC, there is generally one lead, which is me. It changes every year. So if at all juniors, if you guys are interested and want to be a part of DSC, next year you definitely can approach Google. They have this series of interviews and selections where they select the DSC leads for every community. And core members, we have 6 core members in our community, and each of the core member is very proficient in their specific field. So we'll be introducing all of them in a while, which is why I mainly said it before that we have people within our community who are really good in a vast major topics. And under the core members are the general team members who are also really good at what they are selected for, and they'll be working. We received a lot of selections, and a lot of people had applied for the same, and out of that, these people are the ones who got selected. So how to scale up our DSC if we are already a member and bring it to limelight? For simply put here, if you need to grow through DSC, you will need to help the community grow. So you can't be the only one who's gonna grow. You grow together as a team. So firstly, you connect with people. You meet other students on the campus who are very interested in developer technologies. DSC helps you for that. All of you here, all of you who are attending this event are solely attending it because you are interested in developer technologies. And by developer technologies, I mean everything. We are not, like Devanshu said, we are not, limited only to Google products. Everybody are welcome, including those with diverse backgrounds and different majors. You need not be in EC, CSC. You can literally be in BC. You can learn commerce and still you can be a developer. So never have your curriculum define who you are. Learn about a wide range of technical topics where you learn new skills which are gained through hands-on workshops, in-person training, and project building activities. Since this is an online session and because of the current times, we are not able to meet in person. But if this was in our college, we would have had a lot of hands-on workshop where you would have learned different products, not just by Google, or different related trending topics, projects every week for you. In-person training, we could have called people from Google as speakers, as host, and host them and ask them to learn. We had a lot of similar sessions last year. To give you a brief example, we had, uh, excuse me, we have GDG coming up every year with this DevFest, and we also had a developer weekend last year. So these are a few examples where you can have a lot of people come together and learn. You grow. Apply all your new technologies and all the connections you build to make great solutions for your society. Try to help your community. It's all about giving back to the society. If you do not have a future generation, what's the point of living today? Advanced all your skills, your career, your network. These three things, your skill, career, network, are what define you and who you are. Give back to the community by helping others learn. So scaling up your DSC. Everybody who are here are part of DSC, and even though you might not be a core member or a team member, which is why you are a community member. So you are a part of DSC. So open sourcing is the key. Creating your own project and keeping with yourself is not going to help, or is not going to be, beneficial to anybody. If you're working on a mind-breaking technology, you need to share it with others, which is why you have a lot of options. The major one is GitHub. Open sourcing. And secondly, you need to be domain independent. Never focus on only one topic. Always, be a generalist. Try to be a generalist. Inspire others. Whenever you are learning a new topic, try to inspire somebody around you. Just do not be the one who's learning and keeping it to yourself. Like I said, it's all about giving back to community. Help your friends learn. Help your friend who is not related to studies understand that actually the coding and developing is a really good thing. A lot of students in REVA are actually interested to learn and develop products related to technologies and code and stuff, but you might not be knowing how to do it. So take inspiration if you are a person who's interested, and you give inspiration. So if you're a person who knows stuff, be unique and collaborate. Never copy ideas. By copying ideas, I mean if a person is doing A, you don't go and do A plus A. So it's gonna give you the same output. So if someone is you take two products, for example, A and B, you come out with your own product, that is C. So try to be unique, collaborate with others. You as an individual will not be able to achieve anything. So you totally need the help of the community and support from everybody here in order to grow and develop. I mean, Rome wasn't made in a day, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. Without having a team, you will not be able to work on any project. So you might think you're proficient in one a topic, but that's not enough. You always need people from different backgrounds to help you out. So always network, have teams. So there are a few domains DSC is gonna focus and help literally everybody out in REVA here. So firstly, AI and ML. So if you're an enthusiast who loves machine learning or who has seen how machine learning works, there have been a lot of breakthrough technologies. OpenAI, there has been Tesla, which uses the same for its own navigation. So if these kind of topics inspire you, then AI ML is something you need to definitely focus on. It's gonna bring in a lot of money, even if you take in the terms of financial, and it is a very broad scope. Just like how industry, all the 1800 industry revolutionized how the future is, AI ML is going to do the same in the coming years. Full stack web development. Right now, everything is taken onto your mobile. So full stack web development is a really good topic to work on. Mobile app development. I have not seen anybody who does not own a mobile. Have you seen even your old parents or your relatives or even your grandparents? They have a mobile. They might not have a laptop. They might not have a TV, but they definitely have a mobile. So mobile is something very useful and a great place where you can focus on. Cybersecurity. So as we are going into the world of digitalization, security for the same is very important. Somebody has already asked in the comment section, hey, I'm interested in cybersecurity. I want to join the community or group to expand my knowledge in the field and get more experiences. Definitely, Syed. We also have sessions coming up on cybersecurity, wherein you learn how to protect yourself and how to protect what you do. And hackathons, this is the fun part. Hackathons are a place where you actually collaborate and get along with a lot of friends of yours to work on topics. You might be really, hackathons is something you should definitely try out, guys, because once you go out from your college, you're gonna miss it, trust me. So make sure you open up and work on hackathons. We have actually a lot of hackathons coming up. The nearest one is REVA Hack, so please make sure you register. It's not because of gaining registrations or because we are conducting it. It's because you need to gain the experience. You need to only when you participate in a hackathon will you understand how amazing it is. Competitive programming. This is very essential for your placements and for your future job. Interview preparation. So if at all anybody has, they are not proficient in how to go up with interviews, there are a lot of skills and tricks what you can use in your interview to get it done. And we have a lot more coming. This is nothing. So just to give you a small insight, we have Google Cloud coming up. We have Hacktoberfest coming up, and these are not domain specific. These are intra-domain. These are comprised of a lot of different domains. So a lot of other events are also coming up, and we will be working on the same. So what kind of sessions we will conduct? We went through the domains later, but what sessions we are actually going to conduct? Hands-on workshops. Even though it is online, we will be conducting hands-on workshops. How we provide you free access to classic Google Cloud platform, wherein you can have hands-on workshop and experience how GCP works. Google Cloud platform comprises of a lot of things. So Sanjana will be explaining a lot here. Let me not take that topic right now. Solution challenge. This is a very big event which DSC conducts once a year. Solution challenge, I'll be explaining the same again in the future slides. Expert tech talks. We can bring in expert from different fields who are proficient in a lot of different areas and ask them to talk on the same. To give an example, developer weekend. Explore ML. This would be one of the tasks what you'll be working on. It's basically a 5-week track where you learn from being a very noob kind of person on ML and becoming a pro. So in this series of 5 weeks, we'll be taking you from a beginner to a pro in ML. Cloud study jams. Again, this is the 30-day Google Cloud Challenge, what I said. Sanjana will be explaining later. Boot camps. Yeah, the structure of sessions, how it will go on. We'll be having workshop on basics of each topics on beginners, because we understand that not everybody has the same capability and is having the same potential. So we focus on beginners, and then workshop on deeper concepts for the intermediates. So if you already have an idea on the beginning concepts, you can attend the workshops for the intermediate concepts. Project developments for team, or you can work alone here. But even if you're working alone, you'll be working with us. So by project development, on the previous slide, I had mentioned about the Google Solution Challenge. That is it. So what are the benefits of becoming a member? You get to improve your skills. You get an opportunity to teach others. You don't learn, you teach too. So you get a chance to get your blog projects, story caps on our social handles on website. So you would have already gone through our website. That's that dsc.community.dev/REVA University. So if you are a person who's creating a really good project and you want to showcase it to the world, but don't know where to actually showcase it and get recognition, DSC provides the best platform for it. We can take your projects to an international level where people across the world and globally be able to see it. We can help you get fundings for the same. We can help you reach limelights where you even have thought about. Get recognized for your efforts. Obviously, you just don't, work on your topic and do not get anything in return. You must get something for whatever you're doing. So we have a lot of sessions planned. Again, we'll be coming up and talking on that later. Access to certain resources provided by Google developers for free. So like I said beforehand, Google Cloud Platform generally is a paid version, and you need to pay on a hourly basis and have credit card, and you have a lot of, hurdles if you want to work on Gold Cloud platform, for example. But we through DSC will be able to give you the access to this platform and teach you from the basic in order to learn these for free. We also have weekly activities coming up. Since it's online, we'll be having a lot of activities, but if it was offline, we would have had even more. Coding contest or problems, and specs for best performance. So if you're really good in coding or you want to learn coding, this is the place for you. Tips and tricks on certain domains and concepts, like I said before. Updates on new opportunities. World is ever growing. We have new opportunities coming up every day. So this DSC is a great platform for you to keep updated. Uh, yes. Next slide, one second. Yeah, what are the benefits of being a part of DSC? We all went through what all the events and what all the sessions we'll be conducting, and why you should definitely take part in it. Why? How are we unique from all other clubs or all other events you're participating also? Basically, you get a lot of swags, you get goodies. Like, if you're in the community group, you already would have had a preview of the same. We give out free stuff, we give out certificates, and a certificate is not a normal one. You get it directly from Google developers, so it actually has a lot of value if you complete it properly. Remember, you do not get this just participate. You need to put in your efforts. So if you put in your efforts, we can guarantee you 100% that you get these things. It's not on luck. It's not that we're picking up one or two. You show your talent, you get what you deserve. And yeah, these are also a few other goodies you'll be getting. It depends on how much you do or how you're doing it. But as long as you do it, you definitely will get it. Google Cloud credits, like I had said before, you get access to top tier Google Cloud platforms and its features for free. Badges. Now, these are very useful if you are a person who has already used LinkedIn. You can show these up on LinkedIn to prove that you actually know Google Cloud platform and how GCP works. Very useful though. And next, coming up to what is a community and why a community should be built. We, like I said, we are a group of community people, and we need to focus on how we are performing and accessing the same. Sanjana, would you like to explain here?
Yeah. So like Milind just said, we have a bunch of activities ready for you guys. We have a bunch of events and workshops that we hope to conduct this year. And we as DSC are a community. Like he just said, the perks that you... Yeah. Besides the certifications and the knowledge that you gain, you also might receive a few perks such as a t-shirt, bags, badges, and stickers, and of course a certification too, if you were to complete the programs. So we really look forward to all these perks that you might get. Next slide, please. Google Cloud Credits. So Google Cloud Credits are basically incentives offered by Google that will help you get started on Google's cloud platform for free. So some of these might be even worth more than hundreds of dollars, and you will get it for free once you join some of our events that we conduct based on the same. Badges that you can mention in your resumes. Pretty self-explanatory. Once you learn all these skills and you have badges that will authenticate these skills you've gained from these events, you can showcase them in your LinkedIn and other socials for the world to see.
Yeah. Thank you, Sanjana. So what is a community and why we need to build a community? Like I had said before, until you are with a specific team, you will not be able to work on new concepts. You will not have an idea of what the outside world is having and what's progressing outside in the world. If you need to be in touch and have expert ideas and opinions, you need to be in a community and you need to build the same. Yeah, DSC as a community, what exactly it is? DSC in general is comprised of a lot of different people from a lot of other different places. So if you go, we have student clubs worldwide. So if you go to our directory and you can find a DSC chapter very near, and your nearest one is DSC REVA. So you need not necessarily focus on DSC REVA. You can also visit other DSC profiles and you can interact with them and build projects with them. So to give you a few idea about what community in general is, you work on applications which define the future. To give two examples, I would firstly take up the DSC in Indonesia, which created a flood alert app. So floods in Indonesia are a very common thing. So this is a story by one of our fellow DSC members who leveraged her DSC club community to build a flood alerting app, Flood. So this initiative has experienced and seen how floods affect their community, and they have created a solution that alerts people in the surrounding areas that they know when the river is going to flood. Through this app, local authorities and the police government can send alerts to these people and help them find the nearest safest place point based on the location. And second one would be our one which is very own in DSC VIT Vellore. When the elections was happening in DSC VIT Vellore, the police found it very difficult to interact and communicate with all the different booths. So what the DSC did there was they created an application for the police there so that they can interact with each other effortlessly and in a very secure manner. So as a community, you can help people, professionals. It's not just working on a very small projects. These projects, what I mentioned, are very live projects and a very practical project. So will I be the one who's teaching? Adarsh, will you like to explain this one?
Yes, so hi there, Adarsh here. So now that you have a fair idea about what you would be learning from the community and all the benefits out of it, it's only reasonable that you ask this question. Who will be teaching and managing everything? Is it me alone, or is it the only four of us who are talking here? No, not at all. We have a group of multi-talented people here who are equally good at all the domains. You don't have to worry about the quality of workshops and the sessions because, trust me, each and every member of the group is passionate and enthusiastic about sharing knowledge, and the DSC group is in good hands and you will not be disappointed. Having said that, I would like to introduce the team for DSC REVA 2020-2021. So first of all, we have the core committee led by Niran himself. Right. Then we have the tech lead, Anurag. I will be the web development lead. We have Diksha as the management lead, Aman as the design lead, Sri Vallabha as the Android lead, and Sanjana as the cloud platform head. So you can have a close look at the core committee here. Right. So supporting us is this wonderful group of team members, where in the web development team, we have Devanshu, Darshan, and Himanshu. Chirag, Pranav, and Divyanshi will be in the management team, Shraddha with the design team, and Vishnu with the Android team. Well, a club wouldn't be successful if it did not have any experience. And to give us all that experience, we have an amazing group of mentors who were part of the DSC club last year. So let's just take a look at the mentors. Yes, we have Sahil, Shubham, Shuvendra, and Sakit, who can share us all their experience and knowledge for the smooth conduction of all the events that would take place in DSC REVA 2020-21. And they are all very good at their particular domains. We also have our faculty coordinators, Dr. Manjunath sir, Professor Kiran sir, Professor Satish sir, and Professor Chaitra ma'am, who would be helping us with all the resources, the support we need in order for the smooth conduction of all the events, workshops, and technical events in DSC REVA 2020-2021. So having said that, it's time for us to move on and answer some of your questions. Well, you would ask me, I'm already part of some other community. So what is it that in DSC REVA provides that the other community does not? Well, we are here to answer the same question. Now, what happens is, in most of the communities, it is only focusing on one domain. For example, we have a separate community for ML and AI. For Android, there's a separate community, cybersecurity, web development. We all have separate communities for those. They only focus on one domain. Now, here's why DSC stands out. DSC equally gives opportunity to all the domains so that even a beginner can come here and explore various domains and then, collaborate with the projects. So let's say I'm a beginner, I don't know anything. I want to learn and explore my opportunities. So I joined DSC. What I do is, this is the best platform where you can communicate and get along with people who have a prior knowledge about that particular domain. You two work together, you collaborate in projects with various domains, you try to learn more, and then it would give you a brief description or a better idea as to where you stand. So having said that, let's move along. So how will you be conducting the event online? Well, as we all know that circumstances have forced us to move online, it is essential for us to get it right. We need no compromise to be made here, and we promise you that it will be a very good experience for you, even though if it is online. So we have certain platforms. So let's go to the next slide. So these are the platforms that we will be using for a good and smooth conduction of all the events. First of all, the WhatsApp group for communication. I'm sure most of you are part of the community group. If not, go and join now. So our basic informations will, all the information will be provided to you in the WhatsApp communication group. You will be notified about what are the events that would take place. And then we have MS Teams, of course, for the regular meeting and live sessions to be conducted. The same will be live streamed on YouTube. And if at all, let's say you've attended a workshop and you don't have a fair idea about it and you want to go through it again, yes, you have all the right to do that. And you can go to YouTube and check out our past videos and learn from there. Also, what is a session without interaction from both sides? We have Slido and Poly for some quick polls during the sessions, just to cheer you up. I'll come back to GitHub in a second. Well, next is email. So I'm sure most of you have the habit of, checking your emails very regularly. If not, this is the right time to do so. So there are some really important updates and invites that we will be sending only through Gmail, only through mails. So you need to start checking your emails very frequently, and you don't want to miss out on your goodie distributions or your invites or some important updates there. And of course, lastly, the GitHub. Now, most of you are aware of GitHub, and if not, I'll just brief you up in 1 or 2 lines. So GitHub is just the best platform for you to collaborate in some open source projects. So let's say you are a team of 4 to 5 members trying to work on some project. Now, since you're online, you need to share the code among each other just to check if it's right or wrong. So we use GitHub here. One person writes the code, he puts it on GitHub so that the other team members can access it. It's also like a game where you have checkpoints. So after that checkpoint, even if you lose the game, you come back to that particular checkpoint. So that happens in GitHub. You can write the code. If you feel that there are some changes to be made in the code, you can save the code there, take a new branch, make some changes, see if it works or not. If it does, merge it back. If it doesn't, just throw the code to the. So having said that, this will be how we will be conducting the sessions online this year. So let's answer some more questions. Well, you do. So let's just pause for a second, just see if we have any questions. Yeah, you can always reach out to us on the community group. And if not, we can continue with the next presentation.
Yeah, I'll pause for a minute. So if at all you have any questions, feel free to put it in the live event Q&A. Okay, Anudeep, so did any of you clear GSOC? No, we have not, but we have people who have worked on it before and have a few other DSC ex-leads who have cleared the same. So it will also be better if we do something for GSOC aspirants. Yeah, definitely, we can do something related to that. Thanks for the session.
All right, so let's move on. Right, so this is one such question you would all like an answer for. How DSC helps you solve real world problems? Well, at times like these, the world is more dependent on technology than ever. Everything needs to be online. So every project or every product that you make during this time is indirectly, some or the other way, trying to solve a real world solution. So at DSC, we do that. We collaborate with people and come up with solutions which actually are intended to solve a real world problem. One best platform for it is the Google Solution Challenge, the DSC Solution Challenge. So to know more about it, Niran will be explaining it to you now. Over to you, Niran.
Thank you. So, a Google Solution Challenge. What is it actually? It's an annual contest that invites students from DSC communities across the world to develop solutions for your local community problems using one or more Google products or platforms. It's a DSC's core drive to fulfill this mission of bridging the gap between theory and practice for student developers. This is a really good way how you can work on your projects and achieve and make it into something really good. Why should you work on it? You need to have hands-on learning and inspire student developers to come together as a global community to learn and build real-world solutions for real problems. So in order to do that, this is a really good challenge what you should take about. When does it happen? It almost happens in the starting of every year. So it will be happening during the January of 2021 until March 2021. The submission period will start at around that time, and we'll be giving you more details about it as to how you should submit, what you should do, and what are the deadlines and stuff. So what is the process? Firstly, you register. You should join the journey. So without registering, you cannot be a part of this. So any student who's above the age of DSC, above the age of 18, I'm sorry, from a DSC university can participate in this, and he can register on the contest side. Then he'll need to start building. Form a team and start building. There will be many workshops and sessions and solution design days, what we call it, and many more support workshops which will be coming on the way to help you. Thirdly, submit it. You need to submit your solution and a 2-minute demonstration video on how it can be used. There are a few past examples from the previous year. We'll be sharing them when the solution challenge event comes up. Then fourthly, celebrate. DSC around the globe hosts local demo days. These organizer guide will be coming soon for the same. You can invite the invited participants will be invited. The registered participants will be invited for the same, and they can join and organize these events. So what DSC gives you? It gives you world-class mentors. Like I said, people around the world are connected with the UCs. Professionals who are very good and trained in a lot of different concepts and aspects will be a part of DSC, will be helping out in having this journey. Community support. We are not the only one. So if you are working on a project, or if you are working on a concept and you need more help, we always have other community to reach out to. You want to collaborate on your idea, we have a community to reach out to. You want to conduct a very big event which is not possible just within the walls of REVA, we can approach our community to create a very good world-class community. So our framework is going to be very simple. We identify the problem, we identify the solution, we design the interface, and we design the technology. And to know this, we need knowledge. So what are the advantages and what do you get out of this solution challenge? Mainly, you get a certificate directly from Google signed by Erika Hansen. She is one of the leads in Google DSC program. So this would boost your resume a lot. And not it's not something you do just for getting a certificate. You do it for the community. So a certificate is just an added benefit what you get out of it. Remember this, never do anything just for the sake of certificates. If you're doing it for certificates, you're not actually earning it, and that's of not a great use at all. So how will I receive how will I receive newsletter and updates? Like my friend Adarsh said before, check out and watch it for emails. We have created a WhatsApp group because a lot of people are not comfortable with emails and miss out emails regularly. So the community group on WhatsApp right now is on admin only mode because we do not want any spams and such. So when further events or any future challenges are happening up, for example, like Sanjana said, we have the 30-day cloud challenge coming up. So while you're having the challenge going on, you'll have a lot of queries, you'll have a lot of hiccups, problems. So community group is a great place where you can interact and approach. We have around 300 people in the community group right now, and trust me, for a college like REVA, that's a really good number, and we can have more people coming up for the scene. So as we conduct more events, we'll have more people joining the community, and you'll be having regular updates about what events we're conducting. We are a very active club, and we have a lot of support from different communities around the globe. And with the help of them, we can come up with a lot of different activities. So stay tuned for that. So bit.ly/join DSC REVA. If you had seen any promo, message or any image from us, you would have seen this bit.ly link. So what is this page mainly? This is a page wherein all the events that we conduct, all the details with them, and how all the ticketing methods, all will be available here. For this session, we sent out the link publicly. We let everybody to join irrespective of whether you RSVP'd here or not. But for further future workshops where a number would be limited, especially when you are conducting offline events. If you're example, let's say one of my core team member is conducting an event on ML, so we cannot have 300 participants purge into the lab at once. So we have a limited set number. So it will be happening on a first come first serve basis. So how do we decide who comes first? It's based on the RSVP here. The first let's say there are only 200 seats available for an event what we're doing. So the ticketing and all the payment, all the DSC events what you're conducting is going to be for free. So if at all there are any payment issues, or if at all the sponsors who are taking part in the event, the schedule of the event, what the event is about, the resources for the event, everything will be available in this one page. This page is directly maintained and done by Google. So please make sure you join here. Once you join here, you regularly start getting emails and update from us and from Google on all different workshops and events that's going on. And you can become a member of not just REVA, but you can become a member of, let's say, you are very interested in pursuing your career on a foreign university in London. So you can go and check out their DSC page. You can join their community, go for their workshops, what is happening in London on live, get interaction with them and get to know them beforehand. So this way you get, you don't have this third person thing when you are working on your opportunities. So now let's talk about something really important. So please have a little bit more attention towards what we're going to talk about. The do's and don'ts. There are, since Google is a very big brand, there are a few things what we need to focus on and follow later. Firstly, you cannot say that you are associated with Google just because you're part of DSC REVA. You are Google is nowhere entitled or working for you, or nor are you working for Google. You are just a community member in DSC REVA. So please be sure about that. DSCs are powered by Google developers, but that does not mean that you are a part of Google or Google developers, nor are you working in any way related to DSC REVA. Putting in working with DSC REVA on LinkedIn as an experience, it's not ethical. It's funny. So make sure you do not do that working with DSC REVA. So your experience. So if at all you want to show that you are participating in DSC REVA, work on your projects. Whatever projects you complete, you get a certificate for the same. Like I said before, use those certificates to show that you are working with DSC REVA to do it. Just putting it under your volunteering, your experience section makes it very funny. So if required, you can mention your club under your volunteering section. You're free to do that. Will I get certificates for attending the sessions? This is the very frequently asked question, and no, you will not be getting certificates for all the sessions. But no comes with a condition here. Unless you are actually working on a special event or a big event or a competition, you will not you will not be getting any certificates. The point here is that we do not want people coming and registering just for the sake of certificates. So if you're here for that, you are at the wrong place. Certificates are, like I said before, certificates are something very optional and just to show that you have worked on something. What matters is how you develop and how you contribute towards the society first. So experience is what will define who you are, not certificates. A lot of effort is put in. We work day and night for getting these events completed. I know they might not be up to the mark. We'll have problems coming up. Like we started this event a little bit late. We might not be perfect. Yes, we might have British accents. So a lot, but even though those are there, we put a lot of efforts. All the community members work day and night. I personally worked on this project until last night, mid 3 a.m. So we work a lot for this. So if you are attend it on and register for it only if you're gonna attend it. If you are not gonna attend it, please do not register for the same. We are completely doing this for the community. We are not expecting anything out of this, and we are only giving you. For like I said, even the Google Cloud Challenge gives you a lot of goodies for free if you complete it. So we are not expecting anything from you aside from your total interaction and support. So since these are free, please make sure you attend it if you register. If you do not want to attend it, do not register, so that a person who is actually interested in and wants to work on the topic can get the benefit out of it. So if you fail to come up consistently for all these events, you'll be banned from attending the future events. Google takes this very seriously. So if you are, taking part in the RSVP forms, but you are not attending the events, the future events, this is fine. If at all you are not able to attend it, one or two, fine. So, but if you're very consistent, you're just filling it up just for the sake of, negative reviewing, this is the wrong place, and you'll be banned by Google. So do not disrespect, hurt, or bully anyone. This we were not letting anybody to text in the group mainly for this. This is a community and this is open for all, irrespective of how or who you are. If someone is new to a topic, help them out. Don't make fun of them. So you are here. If at all you have any feedback to give somebody else, do it politely. There is always a better way to explain and help somebody understand something. You don't need to be harsh every time in the groups. And if you try to misbehave with any of the speakers, you'll be banned. We'll be having a lot of national and international speakers. Like I said, be polite with them. If you have any doubts with them, do ask them politely. Have a constructive argument. Do not, argue unnecessarily with them. So if a session was not up to the mark, like you said, please let us know about it. We'll try to improve. But do not call out someone just because they're taking the initiative to do it. Like I said, they work a lot on this. If you are someone who's mocking them for the efforts they're doing, you're doing it in the wrong way. So paid promotions aren't allowed. Another important thing. Community groups are for helping people understand, and we believe in open sourcing. We do not promote, or we do not allow paid promotions. You can share your opportunities, different events, resources, and whatnot, all your experiences, what you're good at, introduce yourself, speak to the community, have interactions with them, but do not spam anybody or the group with promotion messages. You might be, a brand ambassador of XYZ, or you might be taking part in an internship somewhere where they ask you to promote. Do it in other groups. DSC is not the place for that. So please understand that and be constructive here. So yeah, the don'ts aren't so harsh also. So if these previous 5 slides were just to make sure that you guys do not go into the wrong track. We do not want anybody to have a negative outcome out of DSC. We want everybody to benefit out of this. So these do's and don'ts were just so that you guys stay in your limits and get what needs to be done. Aside from that, you are free to work on whatever topic you like, have people and communicate with them for whatever you want to work on. So aside from that, let's go to upcoming events. Firstly, Sanjana will be speaking about the Google Cloud program. A lot of people have been having doubts on the same. So Sanjana, please take over.
Thank you, Niren. So guys, we have a really exciting upcoming event known as 30 Days of Google Cloud Programming. So this event will help you kickstart your career with Google services, and you will gain a hands-on experience with GCP. This is the tool that powers all your applications like Google Search, Gmail, YouTube, Google Maps, everything. So this is a really exciting event. And first of all, it is absolutely free. And once you guys can complete these events, you will receive goodies. Next slide, please. Okay, so let's see what will you learn through these events. So here in this event that we're conducting, you will learn 2 different concepts. One is cloud computing, application development, big data, and machine learning, and also AI if you want to take part in that part of the event too. And don't worry, you guys, I know you guys probably are beginners. You might not have much experience with cloud platforms, but no worries. We're always here for you guys for any kind of queries. We're going to conduct study sessions. We're going to conduct an introductory session. And even if you're like apprehensive right now, don't worry. We got your back. Next slide, please. Sorry, could you go back? So when you complete these events, goodies like t-shirt, laptop bags, cloud sticker packs, and so much more. You might also receive a certification from Google itself saying you're authenticated with your skills that you've gained. And you can also earn digital badges that you can display on your resume and other socials. And so all you need for this is basically a PC, a good internet connection, and a thirst for knowledge. And so don't forget, this is an upcoming event that you will get updates about soon. So do join our WhatsApp group, follow us on social medias for any further updates. And I will be instructing you through the session, and I look forward to it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sanjana. Like I had said before, you get what you deserve and what you work for. So if you are, taking part in this Google Cloud program, what we are going to conduct, and if you're going to complete the tasks, what we're going to give, it's not going to be difficult. It just needs your cooperation and your interest. So if you are able to complete the same, we have a lot of things waiting for you. Like Sanjana said, we have 2 T-shirts, a certificate from Google, a main thing. So if at all who doesn't love certificates? Although I said that certificates aren't important, they are integral for your placements. So you get a certificate from Google saying that you completed this event. You also get a laptop bag. You get professional stickers from Google Cloud, and also you get that thing for LinkedIn. So next, Adesh will be explaining about Devan should be explaining about the Hacktoberfest, which is coming up.
Thank you, Niran. So Hacktoberfest, as we talked about open source before, so this is the event which is going to introduce you into the open source market, into the GitHub world. Okay, so this is open to everyone. It's not just for DSC REVA. If you go to hacktoberfest.digitalocean.com, you will be going to their website. We have an event called Hack-O-Lantern, which is coming up, which will be an online event, of course. And yeah, this is all about getting you to know the open source world. So if you do 4 pull requests, then you can earn some goodies, but that's just the goodies part of this. It's basically you have to make some pull requests to GitHub hosted repositories, which will be the repositories will be told to you and introduced to you. Also GitHub will be introduced also in that. And you can make 4 pull requests there. You can avail your goodies, but if you will be able to understand what happens in this thing called as open source and GitHub, where people put all their codes, they put all their projects and stuff, which you can fork, something called a fork, which you can like take the project and work on it with their permission, something like that. So the dates for signing up is anywhere between October 1 and October 31 for that, which is why it's called October, something like that. So yeah, registrations are open, will be open soon at bit.ly/join DSC. Thank you.
Well, now that you've been briefed about a couple of events that are going to happen very soon. Now, this is one major event that's going to happen in the November. Now, most of you already know about it. Some of you even have registered your teams. But if you're new to it, let me tell you. This is REVA Hack 2020. It's an online event. It's all India virtual hackathon, and where we see projects where people develop projects intended to what they want. It is an open track. You can develop whatever you want. The hackathon, it is the best place where you can gain all the experience you want for community building, for strategy, for developing your skills. And you don't want to miss out on the cash prizes. Just look at that. You have like 50,000 worth prizes to be won. The prizes first, second, and third being 25, 15, and 10K respectively. And you really don't want to miss out on this opportunity. Either you're a seasoned hackathon member, or you're a newbie, a beginner, don't worry, just give it your best. It's not all about winning. It's about the experience you gain from the hackathon. So I am looking forward, we all are looking forward to having more participants for the REVA Hack, and we want to make this event a grand success.
Yeah, thank you, Adarsh. Like Adarsh and others mentioned before, all of these events are going to happen online. And the main reason for that, we are facing a situation what we have not faced before. And since this is a new thing for us, we need to, adjust to it, because this is the new norm for all of us. The community group, which is a really new thing, the dsc.community.dev, which is again a really new initiative by Google, is solely created for people to connect during the situations like these where you cannot meet a person face to face. So I have just enabled all of the permission in the community group for all of you to interact. Like I said, please be constructive in the group. Do not have any promotion messages and be kind to others. Use these community groups for asking doubts or queries related to the upcoming events. If you have any queries related to Hacktoberfest, like how Hacktoberfest is conducted, how am I supposed to contribute to open source, or how do I get the goodies in Hacktoberfest? Yes, Hacktoberfest also has a goodie. If you complete 4 pull requests, you get a Hacktoberfest t-shirt from DigitalOcean. So, like I said, the goodies are a lot. You get a lot of different benefits. At the same time, your contribution and your interest is very essential for the same. And yes, the community group is open. Please do not spam your other events there. If it all you will be removed from the group and from the dsc.community.dev mailing list with immediate effect. That's one thing. Aside from that, membership, how do you become a part of DSC REVA? Although a lot of people had applied for becoming a core member, like I said before, you were not able to take part and be a part of the same. So what am I supposed to do? Like, bro, I want to be a part of DSC REVA. Why can't I be a part of DSC REVA? No, you all can be part of DSC REVA. I have a lot of people still asking me if I can become a core member, if I can become a team member. So although you do not have the positions open for the same, you definitely can become a community member. By being a community member, you get access to all the really good events and all other additional benefits what you're providing for you. So you can become a member of DSC REVA by going to bit.ly/join DSC REVA. That is bit.ly/join DSC REVA. So if you could go there, just you need to log in, and once you log in, just click on join us. So you might face this one small issue while registering for the community.dev platform, that is that your last name might be blank. So if at all your last name is blank and you have any issues with that, go to your Google account settings and add a secondary name for yourself. This is happening because while you registered for your Gmail account, you do not give any secondary name. So fill your last name by going to accounts.google.com and save it there, and come back and register on the DSC community page once again, and you won't have any issues. Again, if you have any issues, we are there to help you out. The community page is open. And yes, thanks a lot for attending the session. If at all you have any queries or questions, please feel free to put the same on the Teams chat box. I know that voice is not enabled here, and a lot of you are not able to get the best experience out of it, but we are also trying our best to have the new norms here. So do follow us on our social media platforms, mainly because all the events what we are gonna come up with are gonna be put here first. And not just that, not just any events what we conduct, all the latest trends and technologies related to how Google is improvising, or how the technology throughout the world is improvising in general, will be posted here regularly. So kindly follow us so that you benefit out of it. If at all you have any questions, please feel free to put the same. We'll wait for a few more minutes and then we'll conclude the session. Okay, seems like we do not have any questions. No problem. We will be having another event coming up very soon. Like I said, we'll have an event almost once in a week or once in 2 weeks or something like that. So the next event would be either conducted by Vallabha on Introduction to Dart programming language, or it will be Sanjana explaining on how do you progress with Google Cloud 30-day challenge. You might have a lot of questions on how do I take part in this 30-day challenge, how do I win goodies, how do I learn Google Cloud Platform. So all of these queries will be handled professionally by Sanjana, our trainee expert here, and all your queries will be solved here. So make sure you attend that session. That's a really good topic. Aside from that, thanks a lot for taking your time and tuning in for this. I know that a lot of you have a different work, and not all of you have unlimited data. And yeah, that's also a very important thing what we need to take care of it. So we make sure our sessions are not very long also, so that you can have DSC sessions once, with even during your class hours, like 45 minutes to 1 hour sessions in general. So yeah, that's it from me. Kiran sir, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, no, Niran. Maybe you can able to inform them to other like participants' friends who are attending here, so they can
Yeah.
give publicity on this.
Yeah.
And so they can call their friends to join to this DSC REVA community.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, definitely. Like Kiran sir said, this is not a place where you get selfish and work for yourself. Spread the word, mainly because this is totally a not-for-profit initiative which is being taken up. We are spending our time and efforts mainly to get things done for you all. It's not like we're getting any great benefits out of this. So spread the word. Help your friend who's really interested and wants to take part in the events. Spread this word to your friend who really wants to work on a new technology but does not know how to start. Spread this to your friend who is not so great in academics but who is really good in practicality. Okay, someone has actually asked, I'm not 18 years old, will I be able to participate in all the events? Yes, you will be able to participate in all the events, just that the Google Solution Challenge requires this minimum criteria of being more than 18. Aside from that, all the other events, REVA Hack, the Hacktoberfest online meetup, the 30-day Google Cloud Challenge, you are eligible for all of this. So do not worry if you are under 18. Age is just a limit. I mean, it's just a limit in a numerical way. We do not follow that in DSC. Only for the international events, we just follow the standard norm, because a few countries have this legal limitations that you are not supposed to have, under 18 students working on a few certain topics and stuff. So due to that, the Google Solution Challenge has been made only for 18 plus. Aside from that, anybody can participate in any of our events. It's open for everybody. It does not depend on who you are, where you are, or what background you're from. So yes. That's it for me. If at all our other team members, Shivendra, Sanjana, Devanshu, and Adesh, if you guys have anything to say, feel free to do the same.
We are only looking forward for the contribution that these people have to make. We can't wait to see, participant list just increasing for REVA Hack, Hacktoberfest, the 30-day Cloud Challenge, and all the events. Trust me, it's going to be a different experience like never before. And we give you that assurance, and we can't wait for our next event to happen. So that's it from my side. Thank you all for joining.
Yeah, thanks a lot for joining, and stay tuned for the events.